Well, what do you know? Live from Keenan Field in Dardanelle as the Sandlizards take the field. Looks like we are going to make a 7:35 kickoff for tonight's non-conference game between the Pottsville Apaches and the Dardanelle Sandlizards. Dardanelle has moved up to Class 5A, and it's kind of funny here at Keenan. Getting any rain, but I could look to and I can see a light mist is falling.
Yeah, it is. There's a little bit, and it's hard to imagine that for all these years, Dardanelle being in our conference, they're not in it.
Right.
This year, or this cycle anyway.
Right. Now, I would imagine the Sandlizards are probably one of the smallest 5A schools.
I would assume, yes.
That's a tough spot, for the longest time. Were we not the smallest 4A?
We were, for a fact.
Well, the Dardanelle Color Guard has presented the colors for tonight. You have the national anthem.
I believe it's going right.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Can you hear me?
I don't know. Welcome back to Keenan Field in Dardanelle. The teams are on the field. Looks like we are going to have a pregame prayer. If we can pick it up, we will. If not, my apologies, and we will continue trying to get this game underway. Again, I think I do see a light mist falling here. The way things are situated here at Keenan Field, we may have to move the camera in very quickly, and if that does happen, we'll apologize, but we'll kind of do the best we can here. We're in a situation where we would prefer not to have the camera inside the booth if we could avoid it. So we'll stick with it as long as we can, but we can't leave it out in the rain to damage the equipment either. So if we lose video for a short period of time, we'll try to keep the audio with you. But looks like we are ready to play some football tonight. Kind of in a obstructed view press box here on the visitor side. I don't think it helps out that much. By the way,
I've already got a gold chrome anyway.
I'm headed that way. All right, we'll try to see who Dardanelle sends deep to receive the kick. The Apaches lined up, ready to go. Looks like one deep man for the Sandlizards is Latavius Robinson. He is one of their wideouts. He is on the near side of the field. On the opposite side of the field is Blake Thomas. We are ready to kick it off. Sky kick coming to the near side. Fair catch called for and made by two Sandlizards. And they will take possession first to 10 at their 40-yard line.
There was no doubt one of them was going to catch it, that's for sure.
That's right. And it's not like basketball. You can have dual possession in football, right?
Right.
So the Sandlizards will be moving right to left. If you are catching us where you can't see the video, we thank you for joining us tonight. You will hear me call the name Drew Vega a lot. And Vega lined up at the quarterback spot First and 10. Ball is at the 40-yard line of the Sandlizards. A bit of a high snap. Vega brings it down. They're going to give it to the fullback. I think that's Robinson working across the 40. May have got to the 41-yard line. Not a huge pickup on the play.
Looked like Bo A-Day on the stop.
Yep. Let me get that a little closer to you where you can stand a chance of reading my hand scratch. Short gain on the play brings up second down and 9. Picked up about a yard. Trips to the left side of the formation. They bring Robinson in motion. They're going to give it to him. He's trying to turn the corner. The Apaches defended it well. Looks like the first Apache there on the hit was Bryson Villarreal. And then he got some help coming up from the secondary to hold that to a short gain.
Good job on the end right there that time.
Villarreal read that play very well, read his keys perfectly. It's going to bring up third down and 7 as that was a pickup of just 2. Oh, they got electronic down markers here. How cool is that? As Will Smith said in Independence Day, I got to get me one of these.
Absolutely.
Third down and about 6. Vega, shotgun snap, back up. He's going to take off running. He's going to have running room to the right. Now he throws it down the field, has a man. It is complete across the way. The pass complete to Blake Thomas brings it up the right sideline deep into Apache territory. Finally drugged down out about the 10-yard line. The Apache coaches were all over the near side official about something, and I don't know what, unless Vega was across the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
I don't know. I couldn't really tell.
I could not tell either. But it's going to be a first and 10 for the Sandlizards. First down and 10. The ball is at the 12-yard line. Well, those burgers smell good. Vega takes the snap and gives it to his running back. That's Latarius Robinson. They've been featuring him an awful lot. He goes over to the right side, picks up about 4, maybe 5 on the play. He'll bring up second and 5. Dardanelle can get a first down without scoring. It's not goal to go. Long pass by the Sandlizards setting this up. Vega in the backfield, kind of an offset pistol formation. He's going to run it himself to the left side. Now turns it back inside to good Apache pursuit. They caught Vega right at the line of scrimmage, which was about the 8. He falls forward for about a yard to the 7. It'll be third down and 3.
Good job of containment that time on this side.
Dardanelle is a spread formation team. Vega and Robinson are the backs. They have a wing lined up. That's Drake Boatwright. They shift him from the left to the right. They're still getting the call from Coach Vega. Wide receiver on the right side is Blake Thomas. He's going to draw a single coverage and may well run a fade. Vega with time on the play clock. Third down and 4. Vega takes the snap. He's going to keep it. Pottsville really filled up the hole and tackles Vega maybe for a loss of a yard, or he may have picked up 1. It's going to be fourth down and 2.
Well, you can tell what the focus is not to let Vega get outside.
And he will keep the ball, I'd say 70% of the time. Play clock still running slowly. It's at 24. Sandlizards are going to go for this. It's fourth down, and the scoreboard just burned out, so I'm thinking it's fourth down at the 7. They need a yard, maybe a little more than that, almost 2 for a first down. Vega in the offset eye, sweep coming to the left side. He's going to have the first down, gets through a tackler into the end zone, and that is a Sandlizard touchdown. Drew Vega is very hard to tackle, and he got some good blocking on the left side of his line.
Yes, he did. There was a big old hole there.
So the Sandlizards draw first blood. They'll be on to attempt a point after. Dardanelle normally has lots of kickers that can kick it to the moon. I don't know if they have it this year or not. Is that Ornelius the kicker, I believe?
Looks like it.
Yep, looks like it is Adrian Ornelas. Ornelas has the ball down. Kick looked kind of funny. Didn't go very far, and it is no good.
I didn't think it got there.
No, I didn't think you, and you were right. It did not. So your new score, the first score of the game with 8:49 to go in the quarter. Dardanelle 6, Pottsville nothing. We'll be back after this timeout.
Gen Z is a stall generation.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
6-0 Dardanelle. Sandlizards with the lead. A impressive drive by Dardanelle. Nice throw and catch by Vega to set up the touchdown. It was Vega who took it into the end zone. Ornelas is the kicker. I think the wet field might have messed with him a little bit.
A little bit.
It'd be hard to kick on a wet field, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be.
Pottsville, not terribly deep. Return man set up at about the 15. And that's about where Pottsville is going to catch the kick. A return coming to the near side. Across the 30, heading to the sideline of the 35. I believe that was Stevenson returning the kick. No, check it. That's Gittinger. Yeah, Gittinger on the return. He did a nice job of picking up yards. What do you say you on a kick return? You want get me a first down?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, give me 10 yards.
Absolutely. Yeah, you want good field location. Where you can get a start off, and on wet conditions like this, a typical Brian Rust pound and ground is probably what he wants.
Wide out coming to the near side of the field is Jackson Furr. Single wide out to the left. Eli Nason, the quarterback, out of the flex bone. They give it to the fullback, speaking of power. Churning ahead across the 41 to the 42 to the 43-yard line. Ball carrier was Villarreal, who opens at the fullback spot.
Good play on first down. Now you got some options, that you can go to.
5 yards on the pickup, 5 yards and a cloud of mud. Again, it's the flex T formation. Motion man goes left to right, counter coming on the misdirection, crossing the 45, move to the outside to midfield, and then coming up the near sideline for the Apaches. That was Nico Ibarra, and that's one thing Ibarra does bring to the running back spot. He can run you over.
Yes, he can. He sure can.
He ran over one Sandlizard potential tackler, picked up another 5 yards, and that is an heirloom legal first down for the Pottsville Apaches. So the Apaches on the move, the ball right at midfield. We've seen some lightning on the horizon, but nothing close enough to affect the ball game. Again, the flex bone, toss sweep coming to the near side. That's Ibarra again. Dardanelle defends this one pretty well. Ibarra heads to the sideline at the 49 and then driven out of bounds there. Initial hit by the Sandlizards was made by Drake Boatwright.
They were ready that time.
Yep. Don't show them the same look twice. Picked up a yard, maybe a yard and the length of the football. Coach Lee, Matt Lee, we appreciate you joining us tonight, sitting in for Jim Huffman.
Glad to be here.
Single wide out to the left, open field to the near side. Second down, and let's call it a long 8, short 9. Take your choice. Nason under center. Takes the snap, pulls it out. He's reading it. Option, turns it upfield. Has running room across the 45 of the Sandlizards to the 40 to the 39-yard line. And that's going to be another heirloom legal first down for the Apaches.
Very good read by Eli that time. Of course, when you're running the option in conditions like this, ball security is very important.
Yeah, you can already see where the field is really kind of torn up in the middle. And I'm not being critical of Dardanelle, the kind of deluge that we had previous to this game. The field is in actually remarkably good condition. First and 10, Pottsville at the Sandlizard 39. Grounded out attack has moved the ball into Sandlizard territory. Nason takes a quick snap, gives it to Ibarra coming around from the wing side of the flex. He has running room across the 35 to the 32 to the 31-yard line. Nico Ibarra again running over shirts in red. He will pick up 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Very good job by Nico that time.
I didn't realize how big Nico was till I saw him in the locker room. I don't know how badly I'd want to try to tackle him.
Yeah.
He is a big man. And I picked the word man intentionally.
Yes, indeed.
Second down and a couple for the Apaches. The line of scrimmage is the Sandlizard 32. Single back in the backfield is Villarreal. Nason under center. No wide out left. Takes the snap. They're going to give it to Villarreal, and he is met in the hole at the 29-yard line coming to the right. A high but legal tackle by the Sandlizards interrupts that play. Looks like that tackle was made by Dardanelle's Levi Hull.
Didn't look like we got a very good spot on that one, Steve.
No, I kind of thought maybe he got inside that.
I did too.
Oh, well. I guess if they want to know what I thought, they'd ask me. Third down and a little bit less than a yard. Third down at about a half a yard. The ball is actually inside the 30. I have to get it to the 29 for the 1st and 10. Nason under center, quarterback keeper. He plows straight ahead behind the center. That's easy for you to say. And he has another heirloom legal first down. I'm going to blame the weather on my inability to speak. So the Apaches have moved into Sandlizard territory. First down and 10 at the 20, between the 27 and the 28-yard line.
The white hat was very animate with the press box that time over there. They wasn't starting the clock.
Okay. Well, we want to get this game in. Motion man right to left. They give it to the first man. Power up the middle. That's Ibarra. I think not a lot of running room that time. Pickup of a yard, maybe 2. No, check it. That was Villarreal. Yeah, that was Villarreal, the ball carrier. And I'm looking down that way at the play and looking right up at Lightning. But I guess it's not within the, what is it, a 10-mile zone?
It's got to be within a 10-mile zone, I think.
Let me look at my handy-dandy radar app and see what's out there.
That's what it used to be when I officiated, Steve.
And it looks like we ought to be coming into some clearing skies here, too. So we'll hope that's just way off in the distance. Landon McNeely splits out wide to the left. Jackson Furr, the wide out to the near side. Short side right. Nason with the toss sweep coming to the side. That's Ibarra with a running room. Gets inside the 25, I think, maybe to the 24. Well, they're going to spot him down at the 26, aren't they?
Looks like it.
I cannot really see the near sideline, so. Oh, no, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. About half the press box blocks me off from that side of the field. Apaches have it, and 3rd down and 7 as Ibarra picked up 3 on the play. Nason under center, motion right to left, and it is the quarterback Nason on the keeper. Got it behind his fullback who led him up into the hole to the 20-yard line, I believe. It's going to be 4th down, though. He needed 7, got 5. It's going to be 4th and 2. Do you go for it here, Coach?
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, you've got them down on your end, down on their end of the field.
So Dardanelle's going to have 11 men in the box, and if he could get away with it, Coach Vega would come out there in the box too. 4th down, and it's a long 2. It's almost 3. Nason under center takes the snap, reads it, pitches it. Ibarra turns the corner, headed for the sideline, and has an heirloom legal 1st and 10 for the Apaches.
Great job with the ball that time by Eli.
Yep. Eli's reading that option very, very well. And when Ibarra gets the football, he's in a bad mood. He's looking to run people over. Although that time I think his speed got him the first down.
Right. And the main thing is we're eating up clock.
That's true. We have 3:17 to go in the first quarter. Sandlizards lead at 6-0. Pottsville has moved the ball to the Dardanelle 17. A 1st and 10. Villarreal in the backfield, a misdirection give, and Dardanelle played that very, very well.
Yes, they did.
Almost no gain on the plays. We kind of went on almost what you might call a wing counter. Was that Tripp Price, the ball carrier?
That was Tripp.
Yep. Tripp, the ball carrier. He was met right at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he picked up anything. 2:45 to go in the quarter. Sandlizards lead at 6-0. 2nd and 10 from the Sandlizard 17. Neely goes wide to the left. Jackson Furr to the near side. Both have single coverage. How about a fade route to Furr?
Be nice.
Price comes in motion. He gets the toss sweep, turns the corner, juking, now runs upfield. He's going to get inside the 10, I think down to about the 7, maybe the 6-yard line.
Well, Furr didn't run a fade, but he ran a great block that time on the end.
Now, he took out any trailing action from the Dardanelle defense, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Picked up about 9 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and less than a yard. So the ball should be at about the 6, if my math is any good. They say the 7. Okay. Well, not a bad guess. You remember I went to school in Missouri. Third down and a yard for the first down. They're at the Sandlizards 7. Toss sweep to Ibarra coming to the near side. Has blockers, but Dardanelle closes quickly. Ibarra sheds one blocker, still fighting forward. He may have this. Let's see what the forward progress is. Again, this is in a spot where I absolutely just almost cannot see the field. Now they're going to say he didn't quite get there. He's going to be about the length of the football short. Well, if it wasn't a raining, mucky field, I would think you might take the 3 here, but
yeah.
And
I don't know. We've been moving the ball fairly well.
Yep, I think we'll go for it. I don't think there's any doubt about that. It's going to be 4th down and less than a yard. I like Nason straight ahead. The ball's at the Sandlizards 6. Got to get it close to the 5. Nason gives it to the fullback who hurdles over the line up the middle. I think he jumped far enough to pick up the first down. Yep, the man in the white hat says first down Pottsville.
That'll work too, Steve.
Another heirloom legal first down. Was that Villarreal leaping for the first?
I think so.
I think so too. So now it'll be goal to go.
Who did that remind you of leaping over the pile that was a great college football player? You remember that guy?
Oh, yes, and I just went brain dead. Was it UCLA he played for?
USC.
Yep. Davis?
Sam Cunningham.
Sam Bam Cunningham,
yep,
yeah.
Sam the Bam Cunningham.
I love it. First and goal to go from the 5, the Apaches. And they give it to the fullback who is met right at the line of scrimmage. I don't know that he got forward much at all.
It didn't look like it.
Looked like the ball carrier was Villarreal out of the fullback spot.
Fans out there probably think we're making that name up. Steve.
Oh, no. And in fact, I think, didn't Cunningham have a pretty good NFL career doing about the same thing?
I think he did.
We are going to let the quarter expire here before we see a second and goal to go from the 5. At the end of the first quarter, it is Dardanelle 6, Pottsville nothing. We're back in a minute. Sam Bam Cunningham. Boy, I hadn't thought about that name in a while.
Yeah.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Lots of lightning surrounds us, but so far none of it close enough to put a hold on the ball game. We delayed this game by 35 minutes or so for the kickoff because of lightning. It's not raining. The rain has stopped quite a little bit ago. Second down and goal from the 5. Dardanelle leads it at the start of the second quarter, 6-0. The Apaches come out in the flex bone with a single fullback, Nason. They had 2 men in motion.
Yeah. That won't work.
Nope, even I saw that one. Somebody did not know the snap count or was running a different play. Well, those are the things Coach Rust wanted to really try to avoid tonight.
Yep.
Because of some technical issues here related to our storm, we weren't able to get Coach Rust's pregame show on, but that was one of the things he really wanted to avoid with situations like this.
Especially when you're down here in scoring position.
Yeah, when it's goal to go, you back up 5. That's tough. So it's going to be second down and goal from the PA said the 9. Looks more like the 8 to me. That yard could matter. McNeely, the wide out to the left, one wide out to the right. Ibarra comes in motion. He gets the toss, brings it down, turns it upfield, but that gave the defense time to adjust, and I think Ibarra may have got back to the line of scrimmage and not much further.
I think if he hadn't bobbled, he'd have got a couple of more yards that time.
Yep, I think so too. Just got a nice note from folk young man that a lot of us in Pottsville know, Bobby Joe Downham. He's enjoying the ball game tonight. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you feel better soon. 3rd down and goal to go from the 5 for the Apaches. And they give it to the fullback straight ahead, and that was stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Well, that Dardanelle defensive line has really shut down the running game now. I believe big number 5-0 for the Sandlizards, Asher Hodges, made that stop. They list him at 285, and I'm not sure he's not a little bigger than that.
Here might be a good place for your fade to fur right here.
Yeah, how tall is Jackson? About 6'3"?
He's probably about 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah. We'll see. Nason has the play. Pottsville needs to hurry. Play clock down to 5. It is 4th and goal to go from the 2. They take the snap. Nason reads it, and he is met in the backfield. Nowhere to go on that play. And the Sandlizards are going to hold on downs. That was Hunter Anderson who made the play, and he read quarterback immediately. Well, it's got to tip your hat to Anderson. That was a big play.
Yep.
So the Sandlizards defense holds on to the lead. They lead at 6-0. Boy, that was a long time to keep the football, not come away with points,
exactly.
too.
Yes.
But credit the Sandlizards. They rose up and made the stop. Dardanelle takes over. 1st and 10. Back at their 1-yard line. Snap it to Vega in the end zone. He's going to keep it himself. Gets up the left side to the 3 or the 4. I think the ball may have come loose, but Vega got back on top of it himself.
Well, a turnover would be nice right here.
Well, and considering how wet the field must be, the football's got to be soaked.
Yep.
No gain on the play. Be 2nd and 10 from the 1. Dardanelle back up in the shadow of their own end zone. Vega is the quarterback. He has Latavius Robinson in the backfield with him. Vega takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get met in the backfield. They drive him backwards into the end zone, but I think they're going to give him forward progress. I think that's going to move it to about the half-yard line. And I'm not complaining. That's the right call. When the initial contact was made, Vega was out of the end zone.
If you Dardanelle, do you leave it in Vega's hands, or do you let him try to get out here and have a run-pass option?
I would think an RPO. That's what they made their big play on the last possession to Blake Thomas on an RPO. Vega is in the end zone to take the snap. He's back to pass, rolling to his right. Now under pressure, throws it up, has a man wide open at the 35. It's complete to the 40, the 45, and that is Johan Bonilla for the long pickup. I don't know who was supposed to cover him, and unfortunately the Apache defense didn't know either.
Somebody got lost.
He was wide open. Tyler Davis had to come on a dead sprint back to catch up to the play to save the touchdown, but I don't think there was an Apache helmet within 10 yards of Bonilla. So the Sandlizards on one play have flipped the field. 1st and 10 at the Apache 40. Vega takes the high snap. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to get tackled in the backfield. Nice play by Bo Ade making the stop for a loss. The Apache defense still battling.
Yes, they are.
They give Vega back to the line of scrimmage. 8:50 left to go in the second quarter. Sandlizards lead at 6-0. They just turned away Pottsville at the Lizard 1. And then they have moved it out to the Apache 40-yard line behind the arm of Drew Vega. 2nd down and 10. Vega takes the snap, looks over the middle, and has nobody available. He was on one page, and the intended receiver, Dakota Rich, was on another.
Well, and I think, too, that big old Landon McNeely might have got a big paw up on that one.
That's possible. McNeely had defeated his man and was coming with pressure.
It looked like one of my passes back in the day, a wounded duck going across there.
Yeah. Tate Cobb enters the game for the Apaches for the 3rd down and 10. Sandlizards are at the 40. They have an empty backfield, so this is either going to come out quick or Vega's going to run it. Trips left, 2 wideouts to the right. Vega, he's going to run it. He's coming up the middle, and Pottsville saw that coming. They met Vega right at the, the 35-yard line?
Looks like it.
No, very little gain on the play. He's going to pick up about 4. And it's going to be 4th down and 6. And Dardanelle is going to go for this. Defense for the Apaches needs to rise up here, don't they?
Exactly. Looks like we might have a timeout, Steve.
Yeah, does Dardanelle want to talk about this play? Yeah, Coach Vega is coming out there to gather up his team. Timeout on the field with 1:09 to go in the second quarter. Dardanelle 6, Pottsville nothing. Back in 30 seconds.
Sending them off. So they've got something.
It would appear to me as though the officials have decided to clear the field. So we are going to be in another lightning delay. So the very earliest we could come back would be about 8:30, wouldn't it?
Yes.
You've got 30 minutes, so about 8:35. So we are in the second quarter, and we are under our second lightning delay of the evening. 8 minutes and 9 seconds remain in the second quarter. The Apaches trailing the Sandlizards 6-0. And we want to thank Jim Huffman for checking in with us. He tells me that he's listening to Merle Haggard going through a Tulsa suburb, and that he's proud to be an Okie from Muskogee. So we appreciate Brother Jim and his family enjoying our radio cast or broadcast or something along that line. So, again, we are under another lightning delay. Kind of figured it was only a matter of time on this. Again, I would look for us next right around 8:30, 8:25, 8:30, something like that. For the coach, Matt Lee, I'm Stephen Glenn. So long for just a little while. Welcome back to Keenan Field, home of the Dardanelle Sandlizards. You're with Pottsville Apache football, and we have cleared a second lightning delay, one that actually got extended, and we are just about ready to get going again. Both teams are back out onto the field. The teams, we understand, will go through about a 5-minute warm-up period before we get the game going again. I think as far as lightning delays go, I think we're probably done. The radar I have indicates that there's nothing else out there. So we think that we'll actually get going again. Now, whether we're going to have any kind of modified rules for the rest of this game or for the second half, yet to be seen. We'll as soon as we know something, we'll let you know. But as far as we know right now, this game is just going to go forward. We've still got both teams on the field warming up. I will tell you that there is 8:09 remaining in the second quarter to the halftime break. Dardanelle leads this game 6-0. When we resume, the Sandlizards will have the football on the Apache 36-yard line, and they will be facing a 4th down and 6. So we will be back underway shortly after 9 o'clock. In about 3 or 4 minutes, we'll get things going again. We'll come back with the resumption of this ball game from Dardanelle after this 2-minute timeout. You're with Pottsville Apache football.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Gen Z is a stalled generation.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Both teams continue on the warm-ups. We're here in the press box speculating on lots of things. You can talk about all sorts of stuff when you've got a 45-minute or an hour delay. Matt Lee, the coach, is joining us for tonight's broadcast, which we appreciate. Brother Jim Huffman is on assignment elsewhere. By now, he probably ought to be through Oklahoma on the way toward Texas, I would think. Yeah, I would think. He's going to get to enjoy spending some quality time with grandchildren, so we wish him a wonderful, wonderful time. We hope to have him back, good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise next week for the trip to Benton. It'll be my first time seeing Harmony Grove, so we'll look forward to that. Is it a little south of Benton? Okay. So not very far south, but still kind of down that way. According to my phone, it's what about an hour and a half drive, something like that. Didn't look like a bad drive at all. Well, and Coach Lee, when you get your headphones going here, we'll get you on the broadcast. I think what I will probably do is maybe leave a little bit early, give a little extra time, and I think I'm going to cut through Morrilton. I'm going to cut over that way. I think I'm just going to skip. I'm just going to skip the Little Rock traffic.
That would be the best thing to do.
I mean, I've driven in traffic before. I worked in and around Chicagoland for 4 years, so I've seen big city traffic, but I just as soon avoid it if I could.
Old country boy like me, though, doesn't see that very much.
Signal and go, I used to call it. I can remember, and we still have teams warming up out on the field. That's why we're telling stories. Kind of our version of when Dizzy Dean was broadcasting baseball games. He'd give out cornbread recipes. Yeah. So it's kind of our version of that. But what I would do in Chicago if I needed to change lanes is I'd look for a semi. Because I could always, in stop and go traffic, I could always out accelerate. Right. So I'd jump in front of semis if I needed to make lane changes. Yeah. I don't know how safe that was. Probably not the smartest decision I've ever made in my life.
I remember the first time that my wife and I, shortly after we were married, she had an aunt that lived in Wisconsin. It was my first experience at a toll booth.
Oh, okay.
And of course you've got. You got 6-lane highways, and all that kind of stuff. And so we pull up to this toll booth. I put my money in, and it's kind of like you were at the horse races.
Mm-hmm.
The gate goes up. Of course, the first toll booth is I let everybody go, and then I went.
Mm-hmm.
Well, buddy, on that second one, okay, I had my window down. Had the change in my hand, and I threw it in the old toll booth. And when that gate went up, I hit it out like a shot, buddy. And I wasn't letting them suckers get in front of me again.
You timed that one out perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I still regrettably owe the city of Aurora, Illinois, some money on a toll booth when I just sort of sped right through. Didn't realize it was a toll road to get off, and I didn't have any change in the car, so I just kind of sped right on through one of the auto exit things, and boy, all kinds of alarms and everything else went off, and I'm sure they took a picture of the license plate and what have you, but I never heard from them.
Right.
Of course, the fact that I was in a rental car may have made it a little bit difficult for them to track me, but I don't guess they're coming to get me. This has been 20 years ago. That would have been back in '98. So I guess almost 25 years now. So maybe the statute of limitations ran out. Well, the teams have finished warming up. The Pottsville Apache defense is out on the field. I'm sure we'll see the Sandlizard offense fairly quickly as well. As we resume with 8:09 left to go. I did just see some lightning on the horizon, by the way. 6-0, the Sandlizards lead this game. They have a 4th down and 6. As you pointed out, Coach Vega's had some time to decide what he wants to run
here.
We're
fixing to see what we got here.
Vega is the quarterback. He's in the pistol formation. Looks like the running back next to him is Robinson. Ball is on the left hash. Here comes the 4th down play, and it is a big one. 4th down and 6. I'm thinking Vega's going to keep it going. Yep, he keeps it going left. He gets met at the line of scrimmage, gets forward for about 3 yards. Maybe 4, but I don't think he got there, Coach. I think the Apache defense held.
I think they held, yep.
Yep, the Apache defense held on downs. I expected them to come the other way.
Yep, I did too. Of course, it's like we was talking about during the break, Steve. When you have breaks like this, it's really hard to maintain the intensity, and I noticed the Pottsville coaches over here on the sideline on that stop, they were jumping up and down trying to get the guys pumped up and ready to go.
So the Apaches take over on downs, 1st and 10 there at their own 33-yard line. Eli Nason at quarterback leads the offense to the field, and he's going to give it to the first man through, the fullback running straight ahead. I might have been Tripp Price, the ball carrier.
It looked like it.
Does he line up as a fullback? I guess
Sometimes
he did there.
He does.
Yeah, goes straight ahead, gets across the 35 to the 36-yard line, I believe. He'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6. Almost 5 yards going right straight up the gut. Yeah, I see more lightning on the horizon, but maybe that's far enough away it doesn't matter. I don't know that this game would survive another lightning delay.
I don't think so.
Second down and 6 for the Apaches. They are at their own 38-yard line, and the ball is fumbled on the exchange, and Dardanelle's going to fall on it. I don't know. I did not see what happened, but the ball came flying out of there. I think Nason was going to try to keep it, and I think a Sandlizard put a helmet on the ball, and it came flying out of there, and Dardanelle has recovered. Big mistakes have hurt the Apaches in this ball game on offense. Pottsville had one very long drive that got down to the 1-yard line, and then an offside call cost the Apaches 5. Here the Apaches had just stopped Dardanelle's offense, and on the second play from scrimmage, another turnover by the Apaches. That hurts. Sandlizards have it 1st and 10. They're at the Apache 25 on the left hash. Vega with a screen completes it to the right side. Coming up the right sideline with blockers. That's Creed Vega, who is Drew's brother.
Looked like a first down.
Yep, picked up 10 yards for a first down. Kind of got to where I couldn't see it. Yeah, it is a 1st and 10. Ball is, I think, just outside of the 10. Now, I think they can get a first down. I don't think it's goal to goal, but it is Sandlizard ball at the 10. Nice execution on that flanker screen rolling to the right. First down, we're going to call it 1st and 10, not yet goal to go from the 10.5. Vega takes it, gives it to the fullback. He's running right up the gut. That is Latavius Robinson, the ball carrier, met by the linebacking core of the Apaches after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and 7 with the ball on the 9-yard line, so they have to get to the 2 to make a first down. Sandlizards a spread formation team. They have been for quite a while. Slots on both sides of the field. Vega, the quarterback. Drew Vega in the backfield, getting the call from the sideline. 10 seconds on the play clock. Now they have the call in. Vega with an empty backfield. Motion man, Robinson coming right to left. They're going to give it to him. Latavius gets met right at the point of exchange and then gets driven backwards. Robinson, the ball carrier. Well, he did get some forward progress, got down to about the 3. From this angle in the press box, it's basically impossible for me to see yard markers going that direction.
Tough.
3rd down and 2. Ball is on the 4. 6:01 to go second quarter. 6-0 Dardanelle with the lead. They want more. They have the ball at the Apache 4-yard line. Vega in the shotgun. Has the play from the sideline. Let's see which way they choose to give him the ball. Now they're going to try fullback up the middle. Now bounces it to the outside and into the end zone. That is a touchdown for Latavius Robinson.
Boy, we didn't lock up that time, Steve.
Nope. Made contact right at the point of exchange, but Robinson got out of the initial hit and then bounced the play to the outside, and he was able to outrun the Apache defense into the end zone for a touchdown. So with 5:37 left to go in the first half, 12-0 Dardanelle with the lead, and I would assume they're going to go for 2 here.
That's what it looks like.
Yep, Sandlizard offense is on the field. That's Robinson in the pistol behind Vega. 2-point conversion attempt. And some trickeration on the double handoff, and they'll walk into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Pottsville sold out on that first handoff.
Yep, sure did.
And then on the double handoff coming back the other way, it was just a foot race to the corner of the end zone. And Dardanelle converts on the 2-point conversion. 5:37 left to go in the first half. It is Dardanelle 14, Pottsville nothing. We're back in 30 seconds with more Apache football. Welcome back to Keenan Field in Dardanelle. The hometown Sandlizards lead this game by a score of 14-0. Pottsville has been deep into Sandlizard territory, then committed a turnover, and then stopped Dardanelle on a 4th down play and then turned it back over again. High kick, short kick, though, taken at the 40-yard line. Return up across the 45 to the 46. That's Colby Stevenson, I believe, on the return for the Apaches. And Pottsville will start with decent field position on what I believe is kind of a must-score possession.
I would think so. How much time do we have left, Steve?
5:31 left to go to the halftime break.
Yeah, we need to get some points before halftime.
It is nearly impossible for us to see the scoreboard from here or the other end zone. Kind of a difficult sight line here. 1st and 10 Pottsville. Nason at the quarterback spot. Ibarra comes in motion. Nason reads it, pulls the ball out, but by that time the Sandlizards were 3 yards in the backfield, and they're going to stack up the pitch for a loss of about 3 on the play. That was way too slow in developing.
Way too slow.
Dardanelle literally had 4 men in the backfield. I want to say that was Levi Hull making the initial stop. Loss is 2 on the play, back to the 34. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. 14-0 Dardanelle with the lead. Nason leads the offense to the line of scrimmage, which is the Apache 34.
Had 2 people moving again.
And before the snap, 2 Apaches were in motion on that play. That's the second time that's happened tonight. We'll see penalty flags come flying in. And it will be a mark-off against the Apaches. Now, this was the thing that Coach Rust really stressed in the pregame show that we weren't able to air due to some technical issues here. But he stressed, boy, we've got to we got to not turn the ball over and not make mistakes on penalties.
You know, once again, I mean, you hate to make excuses, but, you know, having the 2 breaks that we've had,
right.
You know, you got to really focus when you come back.
Yeah, that'd be tough. Be tough on concentration. You know, having the delay at the start of the game and then that long delay in the second quarter. It would be difficult to refocus. Apaches have it 2nd and 17. They're at their own 29-yard line, and Nason will run the option. He'll keep it himself. Did a nice job getting away from one would-be tackler in the backfield. Brought it up the right side. Picked up, I want to say 3 or 4 on the play. 3rd and 15.
Well, I really feel like we got to put it up in the air this time, Steve.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 3rd down and 15. Pottsville trails at 14-0. We have 4 minutes to go. Clock is running. 4 minutes in the second quarter. That's why we're running so late, was the 2 long lightning delays. All right, 3rd down and long for the Apaches. They are at their own 32-yard line. Motion man coming right to left. Nason straight back in the pocket, throws it over the middle, and it is knocked away at the 50-yard line.
Well, I thought he had it.
Had a man there at the 50, Nico Ibarra, but the Dardanelle defender who had man coverage was able to knock the ball out of Ibarra's hands, and it falls incomplete. If Ibarra could have hauled that in, it would have been a 1st down. But again, Pottsville will punt the ball away. Landon McNeely is in punt formation. Trying to see who these Sandlizards have back. Looks like it is Blake Thomas, who has 1 long catch already. End-over-end kick by McNeely, taken at the 42. Up the left side to midfield is Thomas. Thomas with a lane up the sideline into Apache territory. Cuts it back inside, and he'll bring the ball way up the field. Where do they mark him down? Is that about where the ball was kicked from?
I believe so. Looks like it.
Like he was about at the 32-yard line, I want to say. Well.
Oh, we had a flag.
Yep, penalty on the play. It is declined.
Yeah. Like it was holding against Pottsville.
Yep,
so
holding on the
declined.
return. So the Sandlizards declined the penalty. I saw the officials, I thought, sending both teams to the sideline, and I just seen some lightning on the horizon. I thought, oh, no. But we shall continue forward. Ball is actually at the 20. 1st and 10 Dardanelle. They lead at 14-0. 3:26 to go in the second quarter. Since we resumed from the lightning delay, Dardanelle has really taken control of this ball game.
Yes, they have.
Drew Vega is in the backfield, has Latavius Robinson at the fullback spot. Vega takes it, jump pass over the middle, complete at the 5 to the 2 to the 1 into the end zone. Touchdown Dardanelle to Hunter Anderson.
Got a flag, Steve.
However, there is a flag on the far sideline, so this may be coming back. Let's see, ineligible man downfield on the Sandlizards.
Yep.
So I guess somebody went downfield who...
Somebody did a no-no, Steve.
Yep, trying to get down to block a little too soon, or it's entirely possible that the jump pass completion was to someone who was lined up in a position that made him ineligible.
That could be.
So we'll back it up on the penalty 5 yards to the 25. It'll be 1st and 15, Dardanelle. Coming from left to right is Creed Vega. I assume that's the brother of Drew, but I don't know that. He looks like he may be a little taller than his brother, or at least than Drew Vega. Empty backfield set, trips right for the – actually, they have quad to the right. They have 4 receivers to the right side. I bet this play goes right. And it's going to be to Creed Vega, makes an Apache miss in the backfield, brings it up the left sideline across the 20 to the 19-yard line, and then driven out of bounds right near the 19. In fact, I think they're going to spot it back at the 20. Pickup of 5 on the play. Sandlizards are going to send the quad formation to the left side of the field. You're on the same play? Just go the other way?
Why not?
Vega, the quarterback, getting the call from the sideline. 2:48 and counting left to go, quarter number 2. 14-0 Sandlizards with the lead and with the ball. Vega on the right hash mark. Again, an empty backfield. He looks left, now brings it down, runs a draw, runs through one tackle, but then the rest of the Apaches get there to stop Vega after a relatively short gain.
Had him at the line of scrimmage, but we let him slip away.
Yep. So after the Sandlizard penalty and then a couple of short gains, it's going to be 3rd down and 7. 17-yard line is the line of scrimmage. I know the video view makes it kind of hard to see the line of scrimmage as well. Again, from the relatively short press box and then the sharp angle we sit at. And anything from the 30 on in going to my right and the camera's right is really hard for us to see. Vega with one back in the backfield takes the snap on 3rd and long, throws it to the corner, has a man, but it's knocked away in the end zone. Good coverage by the Apache secondary.
Nice job that time.
I believe it was Eli Atkins who got in and knocked that ball away, but he timed his hit perfectly. Dardanelle apparently is going to go for it. They feel like this is 4-down territory. They probably feel like they can pretty much take control of the game here, right?
Yes.
4th down and 7 for the Sandlizards. They lead it already 14-0. They have plenty of time, 1:52 with the clock stopped on the incompletion. Again, same formation as the last play. 2 wideouts on each side. Vega with a direct snap, drops straight back. Now rolling to the right, still looking down the field, and he throws it into the end zone. Incomplete, and the Apache defense will hold on downs.
Boy, he had him.
Well, he did, but he also had another Sandlizard receiver right there.
Right, yeah.
And I don't think that play was designed to have 2 guys that close together. Made it a little bit easier for the defense to cover it.
Usually does.
We appreciate the replays brought to you by Cole Construction. We have an opportunity to look at. Pottsville takes over on downs. 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Not a lot of time here, 1:44 to go. You know, the defense has held twice now on 4th downs.
Yeah.
You probably got to feel pretty good about 14-0. I'm not sure how bad you attack the field here. You know, we have a timeout called by somebody.
Pottsville, I think.
I think the Apaches do call a timeout. So 1:44 left to go in the ball game. 14-0 Dardanelle with the lead. We're back in 30 seconds.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it, because first is who we are.
Welcome back as the Apaches take a timeout before they begin the drive. 14-0. Dardanelle leads this ball game. We have 1:44 left to go. And again, it'll be interesting to see how badly the Apaches want to attack things. Kind of deep in their own territory. Eli Nason with the offense at the line of scrimmage. Dardanelle shifts accordingly. Out of the flex bone, motion man comes left to right. They toss it, coming to the near side and driven out of bounds on the near sideline. Tackle made about 10 yards out of bounds. Tripp Price was the ball carrier that time.
Nice carry by Tripp that time.
Yep. He's going to be close to first down yardage, but I think a little bit close. A little bit short, rather. Second down and a yard. Apaches moving in a hurry. And we have an issue with the clock. The ball carrier went out of bounds, and the press box, I think, believed we were going to go with a running clock because they didn't bother to stop it.
It appeared that way.
Yeah, they didn't bother to stop it. So the officials will straighten that out. They saw it pretty quickly. Nice run by Tripp Price that time, although Dardanelle will give up 7, 8, 9-yard carries here with a little over a minute left to go in the quarter.
Yes.
Although for the Apaches, that's probably a good idea to do it that way so you get some cohesion with your offense,
right.
Build a little momentum with the offense. Okay, after the stoppage in play, we have 1:34 to go. Nason takes the snap, looking right all the way, running a go route up the right sideline. It's knocked away on the sideline. Pass intended for Jackson Furr. The Sandlizard defender was Vega, who knocked it away.
That was a good defensive play by Vega that time.
Yep.
Timed it perfect.
Yep. Vega gives up several inches in that situation, but he timed his jump perfectly. It was a good throw. Nason put it right there where it needed to be. Falls incomplete, stops the clock. Dardanelle still has 3 timeouts left. Pottsville with 2. Third down and a yard. Good place to take a shot. Pottsville comes to the line of scrimmage. Their own 37. They're going to give it to the fullback. Burning power up the left side. He'll have the heirloom legal first down for the Apaches.
Now we're in the hurry-up mode.
Yep, now they're acting, they're running their version of the 2-minute drill, although you only have about 1:20. First down and 10 for the Apaches. They're going to give it to Ibarra, and he's going to run right into a herd of Sandlizards. Gets away from the initial hit, brings it up the field from the 30 to the 32-yard line before Dardanelle Zane Rose can make the stop. Pottsville now going to their version of the no-huddle. The gain was 3 at 2nd and 7. We're under a minute to go in the half. Dardanelle by 2 touchdowns at the moment. Nason brings the offense set, and Nason kept it himself, and he's going to get snowed under at the line of scrimmage. He may have even lost a yard. Pottsville takes a timeout. 48 seconds left to go in the first half. 14-0 Dardanelle with the lead. We're back in 30 seconds.
Gen Z is a stall generation.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
So what do you do here, Coach? You have a situation where it is 3rd and 7, 48 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and you're behind 14-0.
Well, you're going to have to run something that's at least about 10 yards, to get the first down so the clock will stop, for sure. Probably have 2 plays ready to go.
The offense at the line of scrimmage. Pottsville will snap this play at the 33-yard line. Again, it is 3rd down and 7. Motion man, they're going to give it on a counter. One man misses in the backfield. Trip Price does bring it upfield. He's going to get about 4 yards. He'll get 4, more like about 2. Got 2 of the 7. It's going to bring up 4th down and almost 6. I bet Dardanelle takes a timeout this time.
They just did.
Yep. Sandlizards take a timeout with 4th down and 6. 34 seconds left to go in the first half, and we're back after this 30-second timeout.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Well, tough spot for the Apaches here. 4th down and 6 on your own end of the field. Do you kick it away here?
I think you gotta punt it away right here.
Yep. Now McNeely is the kicker. Landon McNeely will drop back. And this is interesting. Dardanelle puts Drew Vega back to return this kick. He is their quarterback, who is probably the best athlete on the field tonight. I'm Landon McNeely. I definitely try to kick it away from him somehow. So here we go. The snap is good. McNeely gets off a high kick, but got it off the side of his foot. Well, of course, that's one way to stop Vega from returning it, but a very short punt. Dardanelle's going to have it in plus territory. We'll see where the official marks it. He's going to bring it back to the 40-yard line. Looked like he was trying to directionally kick this way away from Vega, but kind of caught it off the side of his foot. So Dardanelle will take over 1st and 10 deep in Apache territory at the 40-yard line. They have 30 seconds and 2 timeouts to try to increase their 14-0 lead.
Well, defensively, you can't let anybody get behind you. You got to keep everybody in front of you.
Pottsville secondary has made some plays on long throws, but Dardanelle has a couple of long pass completions. Vega has Robinson in the backfield on the 1st down play from the 40. Vega looks left, pump fakes, now rolls left, steps around a would-be tackler, now brings it up the field. Has plus yards at the 30, cuts it inside to the 25, to the sideline to the 20-yard line, driven out of bounds at the 18. That's going to be a 1st down for the Sandlizards. Big pickup there.
Yes, it was. And if you noticed, as Vega was running out of bounds, he took a look at the clock to see how much time he had.
Yep. He is a smart ball player, no doubt about that. They tell me his best sport's baseball.
That's what I've heard, too.
They tell me he's college potential from the shortstop spot. Kind of wonder if his throwing arm, if he might not have aspirations as a pitcher, perhaps.
Maybe so.
Here, he wants to try to score another touchdown for the Sandlizards. 1st and 10 from the Apache 20. Vega gives it to Robinson on the sweep, has one man to beat, turns the corner, takes it out of bounds at the 11 or the 12-yard line. Pretty good job by Bo Ade stringing that play out, letting the rest of the defense catch up.
Exactly.
I believe they spotted him out of bounds, did they not, and stopped the clock?
I think so.
Yep, 14 seconds left to go. Pickup of 7 on the play. 2nd and 3 from the 12 of the Apaches.
Probably going to take, a couple of shots at the end zone right here.
With 14 seconds, that's probably, even with the timeouts, about all you have time for. Vega in the backfield. Has Robinson there, fakes the handoff to him, rolls to the right, looking downfield, throws it into the end zone, and it is caught. Or did he drop it? Nope, caught in the end zone for a touchdown. That touchdown pass complete in the end zone for the Sandlizards. There were 2 Sandlizards there in the same spot, but unfortunately Apache coverage was not up to the task there.
Not that time it wasn't.
Yep, Sandlizards lead at 20-0. They're looking for the point after. Holder is Creed Vega. His kick is snap and hold is good. The kick is on the way by Ornelas, and it is good. 7 seconds left to go. Second quarter. Dardanelle 21, Pottsville nothing. We're back in 30 seconds.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Big touchdown there by the Sandlizards. Nice throw and catch in the end zone for Dardanelle. And the point after attempt makes it 21-0, the lead belonging to the Sandlizards. I believe that's Carter Gittinger, deep to receive Ornalis's kick. Ornalis has got a pretty big leg. It's going to be fielded on the far sideline by an up man. Return across the 25 to the 27 and then driven backwards at the 27-yard line. Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. As we approach halftime, we are told there'll be a 10-minute halftime followed by a 20-minute warm-up, which doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't really make sense. I may have misunderstood what they said.
I thought I heard the same thing. Why would you take a 30-minute halftime break?
Yeah.
I don't understand, but that's okay. Lots of things happen in this game I don't understand. Apaches have it deep in their own territory. I would assume they just take a knee, and that will be the end of the first half of play. At the end of the half, Dardanelle 21, Pottsville nothing. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout with more Apache football.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Welcome back. Pottsville Apache football on RSN, your exclusive home for the Apaches. We are at halftime. Dardanelle leads this game 21-0. We've had 2 long lightning delays in this contest. That's why it's almost 9:40. Normally we'd be wrapping up about now, and we're just now to the halftime break. Halftime's going to be a little bit short. It's going to be a 10-minute half, and then I think they said a 20-minute warm-up. So I don't know. But anyway, Dardanelle leads at 21-0. Sandlizards on their initial possession got a long drive. They made a very long pass completion to Blake Thomas, who took it up the right sideline to set up the touchdown for the Sandlizards. And Dardanelle went ahead 7-0. Pottsville on the ensuing possession moved the ball all the way down to the 1-yard line in the Point S Tire red zone, but unable to punch it in. A big mistake by Pottsville was on a second down and goal from the 1. They jumped offside, second down and goal from the 5. They jumped off sides and backed it up 5 yards and then were never able to put it in the end zone from there. Dardanelle has had a couple of long pass completions as well, both of them to Blake Thomas. The favorite target of quarterback Drew Vega has had quite a half. And Dardanelle has scored on 3 of their 4 possessions in this ball game. They've really moved the ball well. So at the halftime break, I can tell you that the Sandlizards lead at 21-0. What I can't tell you is exactly how long it'll be till we come back, but we will be back with second half action as the Apaches will, I believe, kick off to begin the second half of play. I'm Stephen Glenn. So long for just a little while. All right, welcome back. So I did mishear the PA announcer. Looks like they did a 10-minute halftime, and then they've got a 3-minute warm-up period. And then it will be the Dr. K orthodontist kickoff for the Apaches. 21-0, so Dardanelle will have the ball first unless my memory is bad, and the Apache defense is going to need to come up with a stop.
Yes, they do. Obviously, the break, hurt Pottsville. They didn't come back with the same kind of intensity that they needed. But hopefully Coach Rust and the assistant coaches got their attention at halftime, and maybe we can flip-flop what happened in the first half.
Hey, suppose there's a little bit of a motivational seminar at halftime?
I would say so.
We'll see how well it turns out.
I've had to give some of those, and I got some of those, too, when I was coaching and playing.
Well, the Apaches have not, at times, have played very, very well. Other times, they've kind of couldn't get out of their own way, with penalties and with fumbles, turnovers, and then secondary coverage has been an issue. Pottsville's knocked a couple of passes away, but then there's been the Sandlizards, I think, have 4 long completions in this ballgame, including one for a touchdown.
Right. Yep.
So it's a little difficult situation for Pottsville.
Steve, I think we actually get the ball first because I think we kicked off to start the game.
All right. I couldn't remember for sure, and normally I would have that on a stat sheet, but because of the lightning conditions and then the conditions here on this side of the field, I've just not been able to keep a stat sheet. But I suspect you're probably right, which would most definitely be good for the Apaches.
It would be imperative for us to go down and score, get some points of some type.
We want to say a special thank you to Mahan Appraisal for helping bring you tonight's Pottsville Apache football game. So we heard the riverboat whistle. That did sound like a steam whistle,
sure
didn't
did.
it? All right, we are ready to go in the third quarter. Again, basically about half of what a halftime normally would be. They'll try to maybe make up a little bit of the time here. Yeah, I think you're right. That does look like the Sandlizard kicking team, doesn't it? At 9:47 at night, we're normally about done.
Absolutely.
So it'll be another opportunity for Adrian Ornalis to kick it deep. Gittinger, I believe, is the middleman of the deep formation. Ornalis has had a tendency to pull the ball to his left. In fact, he's intentionally kicking it that direction. It's going to be taken on the far side. Is that Cutter Boyce, I believe, has the ball? He brings it up the right sideline with speed, crosses the 30 to the 34 to the 35-yard line.
A good return. So that's a good start.
Yep. Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 at their 35. Got to get the option going. Got to need to string together some plus plays, I think. I think maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit about getting the option going. I think the offense needs to string together some plus plays here
right,
more than anything
exactly.
else.
We need positive yardage.
But let's start little and build on it. You don't have an offense to score a 21-point pass. Pottsville has it 1st and 10. They'll start at their own 29. Motion comes right to left. The give is to the fullback, and he is stacked up at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards on the play. They'll give forward progress across the 31 to the 32, I believe.
There was not very much there.
Nope. Pickup of about a yard, 2nd and 9. An interior defense of the Sandlizards has been very good. Levi Hull has played a tremendous ball game. We've called his name a bunch. Nason lined up in the backfield. Calls the offense set. Motion comes right to left. And at the exchange, Nason is absolutely buried.
Boy, no blocking at all up on the front.
No, 4 Sandlizard defensive linemen came through right up the middle on that play. And before Nason could even begin to give it to Villarreal, the Sandlizards were making the tackle. Loss is back to the 27. 3rd down and 13. 21-0. Dardanelle with the lead. I want to say big number 75, Braden Moore, was in on that initial hit. Long third down play coming for the Apaches from their own 26. 3rd down and 13. Nason back to pass. Pulls it down, and he is going to get sacked. Big loss on the play. Eli Nason going backwards there.
Not much protection on that one.
No, frankly, not a lot of blocking there either, I must say. I believe that was Hunter Anderson who came on the sack, and it wasn't a blitz. The loss will put the ball back at the 21. It'll be 4th and 19. McNeely will be in to do the punting. Is Vega back deep to receive it? McNeely, low line drive kick, takes a bounce. Vega takes it at the 48, up the left side to the 45 on the Pottsville side of the field. Vega cuts back to the middle, running to the near sideline. Check it, that's not Vega, that's Dakota Rich. Rich turns at the 35, gets inside the 34, and Dardanelle will take over first and 10 with a short field.
Steve.
Yeah, there's a penalty marker across the way near the Dardanelle sideline. We'll see what the white hat tells the other side. I need a mirror so I can see. I don't see backwards real good. It's penalty on Dardanelle. I want to say illegal use of the hands.
That's what it looked like.
And that's what you're taught to do as an official, right? You turn toward the home press box, right?
Right.
Yeah. Because the PA announcer is the one who needs to know worse than I do. So the penalty from the spot of the foul will move it back to the Pottsville 49-yard line. Sandlizards with a 3-touchdown lead at 21-0. 9:36 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Dardanelle. Vega in at quarterback. Robinson is his single back in the pistol formation. Now they bring Thomas in motion right to left. Penalty flags fly. I think Thomas turned upfield. Big hit in the secondary by the Apaches. But I think this play is probably coming back.
Probably so.
I believe that was Brian Sanchez on the tackle there.
Looked like it.
And we'll get to see Sanchez's nice hit again. Replay brought to you by Cole Construction Company as you enjoy that hit. I enjoyed it.
Yes, indeed.
Sandlizard ball carrier may not.
Oh, they waved the flag off, Steve.
Okay, well, they picked up the flag, so the carry was to the 40-yard line. That will be a pickup of 7, 2nd down and 3. Well, he saw something. Oh, well. Doesn't matter. Sandlizard ball, 2nd down and 2. Vega in the backfield, gives it to the fullback, crosses the 40 down to the 35 up the left sideline, driven down at the 35-yard line. That's another Sandlizard 1st and 10. The fullback Robinson, the ball carrier. They're actually going to call him down out of bounds at the 36.
Boy, we need to stop in a big, bad way right here, Steve.
Cade Lackey into the ball game. He'll line up at a nose guard spot. Coming to the right side of the formation is Creed Vega. Every time they've brought him over here, they have thrown the ball to him. In fact, they brought him to this side 3 times, and all 3 times they've run a flanker screen. Drew Vega takes the snap. Flanker screen is complete, not to Vega, but the completion is to J.J. Ernest. He has 1st down yardage, crosses the 30 to the 25-yard line. That'll be a Sandlizard 1st down. I think they'll actually stop him short of the 25. And we have a penalty on the play, illegal procedure on Dardanelle. And we'll see that play again by the replay brought to you by Cole Construction. I didn't see the procedure.
I really didn't see what was wrong there, but we'll take it, though.
Yep. So the loss of 5 on the penalty will make it 1st and 15 Sandlizards. Vega in pistol formation, brings the man in motion, Creed Vega. Drew's going to keep it himself, working left. Crosses the 40, has plus yardage to the 35, then to the 34-yard line.
Good job of turning the play back inside. I think that was Villarreal, who turned it back
Bryson.
in.
Yep, I believe it was Bryson. I guess I lost track of the play situation because that was a 1st and 15 after the 5-yard mark off, but the previous play I thought was a 2nd and 3.
I did too.
So how did you get a first down in there? Unless it was a post-possession.
I'm assuming. I don't know.
But how can you have illegal procedure
on post-possession?
Oh, well. Trips to the right side. 2nd down and 9. Vega with a shoulder fake runs it up the middle like a quarterback draw. Drew Vega, the ball carrier. Looked like it might have been Villarreal also on that stop. Also coming in to support Bo Ade. 3rd down and 6 from the 31.
Defense needs to bow up right here, Steve.
Yep. They need to get the ball back to the offense. Dardanelle leads at 21-0 with 6:55 to go in the 3rd. Drew Vega in the shotgun. It's empty backfield. So he's by himself. Now he brings Robinson in motion. They give it to him on the jet sweep, has the corner, brings it up the left sideline to the 25, maybe the 24-yard line. And that's going to be a Sandlizard 1st and 10. This Dardanelle offense has a lot of weapons, but it all kind of starts and ends with Drew Vega, doesn't it?
Oh, yes.
Although this fullback Latavius Robinson, he may be the best fullback they've had in a while.
Yes.
He's played well. Sandlizards getting the play from the sideline. They have moved the ball to the Apache 24. Dardanelle leads at 21-0, 1st and 10. Robinson in the backfield. Vega shifts him from the right to the left, short side left. Trips to the right side. Vega with the flanker screen to Creed Vega. Vega with a stiff arm, brings it up the left side, but good battle by Tyler Davis. He got away, though, brought it up the right sideline. I thought Davis had him spun out of bounds, but I guess too. Not. He gets it up the field to the 10 or to the 12 or the 14-yard line. Again, that's the side of the field I cannot see. So my apologies. In fact, I'm going to try to do something a little different here to see if maybe I can see this side of the field. Ball at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal to go, Dardanelle. Vega in the backfield, quads to the left, one wide out to the right. Now they motion him right to left. Give is on the jet sweep to Thomas. Thomas turned it inside at the 7, but got stacked up by the Pottsville Apache defense. I believe that was Bo Ade coming up and making the stop.
That's who it looked like.
So to bring up 2nd and goal to go. No real gain on that play. 2nd and goal from... Where is that, about the 5?
I think it's the 5-yard line.
Yep, 2nd and goal from the 5. Dardanelle in no big hurry. They still have time on the play clock. 10 seconds now. 21-0 Sandlizards with the lead, and they want more. Vega in the backfield. Has Robinson with him. Now they change the play up, and now they call timeout. Timeout on the field by the Sandlizards. We have 5:15 to go in the 3rd. 21-0 Dardanelle with the lead, and we're back in 30 seconds.
Gen Z is a stall generation.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
21-0 Sandlizards lead this ball game. They are at the Apache 6-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal to go. Defense is battling, Coach.
Yes, they are.
They need to come up with 2 more big plays because you know this is 4-down territory for the Sandlizards.
Yes, because Sandlizards want to put it away right here.
Yep. I think Dardanelle uses the same punter that Pulaski Academy does. So here after the Sandlizard timeout, leading 21-0. Vega leads their offense to the line of scrimmage. He has 3 wideouts to the left. Single wideout to the right is Blake Thomas. They brought him in motion last time and then gave it to him. No sign of motion. Yeah, now he comes in motion again. I'll bet this time Vega keeps it. Yep, quarterback draw. Gets inside the 4 to the 3-yard line before being stacked up by the interior of the Apache defensive line. You could kind of see that play coming.
Yes, you could. They were setting it up, a couple of plays before that.
In fact, I'll be mildly surprised if Vega doesn't carry it 2 more times here. 3rd and goal to go from the 3. This time they split Thomas out wide to the right, single wide out to the left. Almost a power formation for the Sandlizards. Now Vega looks up to get a play call. Dardanelle shifts the formation with 6 on the play clock. Now they move Robinson to the right. Play clock at 1. They snap it. They give it to Robinson, working from right to left, up the left sideline, the hash mark into the end zone. That is a Dardanelle touchdown for Latavius Robinson. Looked like the closest thing I think you'll ever see to a Sandlizard power formation.
Yes.
And their offensive line blocked it well. A field point after attempt by Adrian Ornelas. Ornelas' kick is on the way. Plenty of distance, and it is good. Your new score in the 3rd quarter, Dardanelle 28, Pottsville nothing. We're back after this 30-second timeout.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Back at Keenan Field in Dardanelle, home of the Sandlizards. Dardanelle now 5A, so this is not a conference game. 4:27 left to go. We're just in the 3rd quarter because of a couple of long lightning delays. High short kick goes out of bounds. That'll give Pottsville pretty good field position for the 1st and 10. And again, I think it is a situation where the Apaches need to get something going on offense. Don't worry about the score. Let's worry about executing the offense, right?
Exactly. I mean, you got to get something positive. Even if you don't come back and win the ball game, you got to make positive things happen.
So at the 35-yard line after the penalty, the offense is on the field. Eli Nason, the quarterback. They're going to have Nico Ibarra at one of the flex players. I want to call it the flex T. Single back of the backfield out of the flex formation. Nason back to pass. He's going to throw on 1st down, a go route up the near side. Trying to adjust to the football was Carter Gittinger. He could not get there. Good coverage in the secondary by Dardanelle. Yep. Johan Bonilla was back there deep, as was Drew Vega.
Good effort.
Mm-hmm. Nice adjustment to the ball. Just couldn't quite get to it. He positioned his body well, but the pass falls incomplete. I don't think the Apaches have completed a pass tonight, have they?
I don't think so.
In fact, I only have us with 2 first downs. No, 3. I only have us with 3 first downs. I think all of those may have been on that first drive. Out of the flex bone, toss sweep coming to the near side. That's going to be Trip Price with running room. Gets across the 40 up the sideline to the 41. Driven out of bounds at the 41. Johan Bonilla having words with one of the Apaches on the near sidelines. I'm sure he said nice block.
Absolutely. That's what you would normally say on something like that.
Good blocking there, bud.
Well, yeah.
28-0 Dardanelle with the lead. 3:55 to go. We are in the 3rd quarter. Pottsville has it at the 40-yard line. Wide to the right side goes Jackson Furr. believe Trip Price is the running back in the backfield, and Dardanelle jumps into the neutral zone. Now were they drawn? Yellow flags do fly. And looks like it is going to be a penalty against Dardanelle. Now will this be a first down?
I believe so.
It's going to be close. Now they've already told the linesman that is an heirloom legal first down for the Apaches.
Yeah. Started to say, I thought I seen the white hat signal first down.
You and I saw the same thing. So 1st and 10, Pottsville at their own 45. Ibarra comes in motion. They're going to go with the counter misdirection, and Dardanelle saw that coming. Stop on a loss of a yard or 2 on the play. And once again, that play just too slow to develop. Gary Thompson saw that coming and made the stop in the backfield for the loss of a yard. 3:20 to go in the third. Sandlizards lead it 28-0. Francisco Zamaripa comes to the sideline.
Say that again.
Zamaripa. That's that double R.
There you go.
Back to pass. Nason has that ball spiked with 2 hands by Dakota Rich. I thought Rich was going to grab that and head the other way.
You signed him up for volleyball there.
Boy, he did. He got up
he
now.
He spiked that dude.
Yeah, he did. My high school Spanish teacher of some 50 years ago would be proud of me with that trilled R on the Zamaripa.
There you go. I like it. I like it.
Single wide out to the far side of the field. Gittinger. Now it's a trips formation. Pottsville in the shotgun. Nason back to pass. Has time. Looks over the middle. Has a man. It is complete at the 42-yard line.
Play.
Nice throw and catch as the pass completion goes to Eli Atkins. And that'll be another heirloom legal first down.
Had good protection, lots of time, and did his progression and found an open man.
Cole Construction bringing you that replay of the nice throw and catch for the heirloom legal first down. Pottsville on the Sandlizard side of the field. Yeah, that was a nice route. And it's going to be Nason on the option. He tossed it in the backfield. The toss goes out of bounds. Villarreal. I think they're going to call that a forward pass. Yeah, that's.
I guess that's what they did.
Yeah, it's that was a forward pass. If he
was it? I thought he pitched it backwards.
I say from here, it looked like it was actually a forward pass, but my eyesight is not what it used to be. Pottsville will have a 2nd down and 10 at the Sandlizard 42. 2:37 to go. Yeah, that was incomplete because they stopped the clock. 28-0. Dardanelle with the lead. Trips right. 1 wide out to the left. Again, Nason in the shotgun. Takes the shotgun snap. Has a blitz coming. Pass complete on the near side. Villarreal makes a move on the screen. Gets it across the 40 to the 38 to the 37-yard line. Good call on the screen.
Yes.
Villarreal turned it to plus yards. Looks like he's going to pick up about 4 on the play. Let's call it 3rd and 6. As the line of scrimmage is the 38-yard line. 3rd down, probably 4-down territory here, wouldn't you think, Coach?
I would think so.
At the Sandlizard 38, trailing at 28-0. Nason back to pass, under pressure. Nice throw and catch. Pass is complete over the middle. And unfortunately, that's Jackson Furr making a
Jackson
catch.
Furr.
Jackson Furr with another heirloom legal first down. That was a nice-looking play.
Yes, it was.
We're going to get to look at Furr's nice catch, courtesy of Cole Construction. Pretty route, good throw by Nason. Maybe Eli's developing some confidence. 1st and 10, Pottsville at the Sandlizard 22 with 1:39 to go. Nason's going to take it. He's going to keep it himself and have running room inside the 10 to the 5 to the 2. But I think this one's coming back for a hold. I think I saw it. Nason cut in behind what I hoped was a good block, but I think it's going to be a hold.
Looked like it was.
That's one way to create some running room.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Well, you're kind of hoping maybe the guy with the striped shirt on doesn't see it. Yeah, it's against Pottsville. They're marking it off from the spot. That looked like about 10 yards to me.
If they don't see it, it's legal.
Yeah, but whenever I did it, they saw it. I got away with nothing.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
I was too darn big for him not to find me.
Yep. Would have been nice if they'd have told us what the penalty was, but I'm going to assume from the mark-off that it was a hold of some sort. It moves the ball back to the 31, 1st and 20 for the Apaches. Shotgun snap to Nason. He's under pressure, and he is going to get buried by Gary Thompson. That's Thompson's second sack of the night.
Thompson's a pretty good football player.
Yep. He's hard to stop on that rush. That's a real advantage that Dardanelle has had tonight. They have not had to bring linebackers or secondary blitzing. They've been able to get pressure with the front four.
Yep.
In fact, with that front four, they're looks like they're showing a cover 2 look deep. Now the formation forces them to go to a cover 3. Blitz coming. Screen pass complete, but the pass was high. It was caught by Villarreal, but the high pass allowed the Sandlizard pursuit to catch up to Villarreal at the 40-yard line, and it ends up being no gain on the play. That was that man again, Thompson, who came in to make the stop.
Eli hasn't looked very comfortable in the on the screen pass yet.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. The timing has been just a little bit off, and the pass has been high. 3rd down and 20 from the Sandlizard 40. Got to get the ball inside the 20. Time has expired in the third quarter. Throw over the middle is going to be intercepted by Dakota Rich. Rich returns it up the sideline now, cuts it back to the middle to 40. Comes to the near side. He's going to be tackled at midfield. Good hustle by Nason getting back into the play, but that pass really didn't have any opportunity there to get through.
Nope.
So we will be at the end of the third quarter. After 3, Dardanelle leading Pottsville 28-0. We're back after this timeout for 1 minute and then more Apache football.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
At midfield, we will begin the fourth quarter after the riverboat steam whistle. Sandlizards have the ball at midfield. Vega takes the snap, and he's going to give it to Robinson. Robinson crosses the 45 to the 40-yard line. Latavius Robinson, the ball carrier. Looked like the tackle by the Apaches was made by Colton Cole. Coming in from his cornerback spot in run support, but that's a Sandlizard first down. At the 40-yard line, Apache defense needs to get a stop here to keep us from jumping to the sportsmanship timing rules. Double slot formation out of the shotgun. Penalty flags fly everywhere. I didn't see anybody move, but 2 officials did.
Delay a game, I believe.
Play clock counted down.
Yep.
Delay a game. All right. See, I'm glad you're here. We've got
there
an official
go. to
keep me straight.
Yep.
That's a full-time job.
That's usually the umpire's job, is to watch the play clock. That was my responsibility when I refereed football.
Well, and truth be told, when Brother Jim and I are doing games and we had a rules question,
yep.
Coach Lee here is who we call.
Yep. Sometimes I know him.
Mark-off. Well, most of the time.
Yeah.
Mark-off is 5, 1st and 15. Vegas straight back to pass. Post route knocked away at the last second by the Apache coverage. Making the play for the Apaches was Tyler Davis. Got a hand on that before it could be completed.
Nice play by him that time.
Yep, Tyler Davis staying with his man. Pottsville had double coverage on that particular slot man, but it was Davis's responsibility to knock the ball away, as the Apaches have played zone pretty much the whole night. 2nd down and 15. Dardanelle is at the Apache 45. They've got to get to the 30 for the 1st and 10. Double slot formation. It is a pistol set. Vega in the backfield. He's under pressure, gets away from the attacking Apache and has all kinds of running room. Up the left sideline to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, cuts back at the 10. Vega still fighting to the end zone. Did he get there? The officials say he did not. They're going to call him down at the 1.
I believe it's coming back, Steve.
But there is a penalty marker at the 45, which I think is going to be the Sandlizard offensive line basically tackling Pottsville's Zach Sanderson, who had his sights on Vega.
Back here at the 45.
Yep. I believe we're going to have an illegal block here. That might have even been a clip, but I think it was probably an illegal block in the back. I don't think he got him low. Tell you in a minute. 10. It's a clip.
Yep.
As they mark off 15 yards on that play. And that block definitely influenced the play.
You hardly ever see that called anymore.
Yep. Well, I had wondered, though, because he hit him I thought was low and from behind. That's a dangerous hit there. Not only did it stop him from making the play, that's rough on the knees.
Yes, indeed.
So the penalty goes all the way back to the 40-yard line of Pottsville. Dardanelle's got to get the ball, or the 40-yard line of Dardanelle. They've got to get the ball to the Pottsville 30. Vega back to pass. Screen to the right side. It's going to be complete at the 40 and then driven down at the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. I believe that was Tripp Price making the stop on the left side. That's more than a little bit short of the first down. Clock continues to tick. 10:27 to play in this one. 28-0 Dardanelle. Dardanelle's defense is really dominating.
Not going to have many more opportunities, Steve.
No.
If we don't stop them here.
3rd down and long. 3rd down and 44. That's John Riggins' number, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Back to pass Vega. He's going to throw it up the right sideline with touch, but overthrows his receiver. Good coverage by Caleb Turek in the secondary. Got a little bit of a shot in on the Sandlizard receiver.
Looks like we got another flag. Everything's getting sloppy now.
Yep. E.J. Ernst was the intended receiver. Down marker shows 4th down, but let's see what the penalty is. It's on Dardanelle. Ineligible receiver downfield. Pottsville will decline that. They'll take the result of the play and bring up 4th down. That's twice tonight Dardanelle's been called for an ineligible man downfield.
Yes.
I don't wonder what's happening with that. Wait a minute. Is Dardanelle going to punt? You got to be kidding.
No, they're going to kick a field goal, Steve.
Oh, that's right, because that's what they do.
That's what they do.
Them in Clarksville.
Yeah.
That's right. We don't have a punter.
Don't really understand that, but,
yeah,
who knows?
And I'm not sure Clarksville still does it. It's been a while since I've seen the Panther play. The kicker is Bonilla. Snap is good. Here comes the impossible field goal attempt. It's going to bounce and roll to the sideline. It's going to roll dead and be down by Dakota Rich. The Apache defense gets a stop there, thanks to some good coverage in the secondary, and it will be Apache ball.
Now we got to go score.
Yep. Got to get something plus happening before you take off for conference play. Because of the increased size of the conference, you only have the 2 non-conference games to get ready.
Yep.
And we'll have a Willie Nelson broadcast next week on the road again. By the way, Willie Nelson has been playing the same Martin guitar his entire career, and it looks like it's been run over by a bus. But I actually own a Martin guitar as well. I just can't play it like Willie does. I'm sure you wanted to know that.
Oh, absolutely. I did.
9:57 left to go in the ball game. 28-0 Dardanelle with the lead. Pottsville with tripped formation, and Pottsville's going to take a timeout here. I don't think they like the way the Sandlizards lined up. Timeout on the field. 28-0 Dardanelle with the lead. We're back in 30 seconds with more Apache football.
Your family is your most prized possession. You want to take care of them. You want to give them the very best. And when it comes to choosing a pharmacy, you'll want someone who knows your name and understands both you and your way of life. At Rose Drug, they will take care of your family just like you were their own. They'll be someone that you can trust with the ones that you love the most. That's Rose Drug in Russellville. Call 968-1323 today.
Welcome back to Keenan Field and Dardanelle. The Sandlizards have led this one wire to wire. Lead it now 28-0 with just a few ticks under 10 seconds left to go. Coach, been a tough road trip here.
Yes, it has. Long road trip, too. No farther than what it is.
We appreciate you getting out in what
You
was
bet.
a thunderstorm, filling in for Brother Jim.
You bet.
Pottsville with the ball. Handoff in the backfield, and Dardanelle once again with big penetration by their defensive line. Getting back there, I think, for the first hit was Levi Hull. Boy, we've called his name a lot.
A lot.
Braden Moore also on the tackle. St. Louis Cardinals lead the Chicago Cubs 8-0. So they Cardinals with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Game's in the top of the ninth. 2nd and 10 Apaches. Misdirection action coming, but Dardanelle saw it. They were not fooled by the misdirection at all. And Pottsville is going to lose yards on that play.
They've pretty well had that place stuffed all night long.
Yep. Eli Atkins, the ball carrier that time. It's like Coach Vega and his staff looking at the film said, okay, we're stopping that play.
Yes.
You may be able to do something else, but
right.
That misdirection play is going nowhere.
Yep.
28-0, Dardanelle with the lead. Pottsville facing a 3rd and 11 from their own 24. Nason in a shotgun set, back to pass. He's under pressure, throws over the middle, has a man cutting open, but pass just out of the reach of Jackson Furr. Well, you could see where he made his cut, he was going to be open.
Yes, he was.
In the seam of the two-deep zone, but pass was just out of reach. Falls incomplete.
He gave a great effort trying to make the catch.
Yep. That timing route's tough, especially on a muggy night with now that these rain showers and storms have all moved through. It is really muggy out here, so that's going to be a wet football on a wet field. That's tough to make that connection. McNeely will kick the ball away, and it's going to be fielded by Dakota Rich at midfield. Comes to his left, splits two Apache defenders, brings it ahead to the 42, fumbles the football, and the Apaches, I believe, have it. Is that Trip Price that came up with it?
Looks like it.
The Apaches recover the fumble. No, that was Brian Sanchez.
I bet they're going to call him down, Steve.
Nope, they're going to say it's Pottsville ball.
Okay, all right.
I thought I saw it coming out as he was splitting the two defenders. I think the two he split, and I didn't see who, I'm sorry, but one of the Apache defenders reached in and kind of ripped it away. So the Apaches get a turnover back at their 40-yard line. Kind of wondering if we're going to go this whole series out of the shotgun.
Probably will.
We've had a couple of big completions and a couple of near misses.
But then again, what do we know?
Yeah. Nothing. At least me. Carter Gittinger goes to the left side. Nope, we're out of the base offense, and the handoff is never actually made as Dardanelle completely blows that play up at the exchange. That was that man again, Braden Moore. He got into the backfield before Nason could even hand it off. Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd and 12. We have 8:24 remaining in this one. Sandlizards are going to improve to 2-0. And Pottsville has 8 minutes to score the first points that's been scored on this defense. I think it pitched a shutout last week. Toss sweep to Atkins, turns left at the 40, breaks the tackle at the 43, fights his way up the left hash mark to the 45-yard line. Eli Atkins with a spirited run. He'll pick up 7. It'll be 3rd and 5, making the third down manageable. Jackson Furr comes wide to the near side. He'll be the only wide out on this side of the field. Single wide out left. Motion man out of the flex. Toss sweep coming to the near side at the 45, up the right hash to the 46 to the 47. Tackle made by the Sandlizards after a short gain by Nico Ibarra. They're going to actually mark it at the 46. Looks like Pottsville's going to leave the offense out there on the field with 7:17 to go.
Just about have to.
Well, you got nothing to lose, right?
Yeah, exactly.
4th down and probably closer to 6th and 7. Oh, excuse me, closer to 4 than 5. Wow. Past my bedtime. 2 wideouts in the formation on the 4th down play. Quick snap, bobbled. Pottsville comes up with it. Then I think the Apaches lost it again, and this is going to be a turnover on a fumble. Sandlizards are going to turn it over about where they would have got it anyway, tackling the play, but he's still Pottsville plagued by turnovers. I want to say that was Donovan Brooks who came up with the turnover.
Looked like it.
I wouldn't swear to it, but sure looked that way. So I would tell you that the Sandlizards second team offense would be out there, but they don't really have one. They don't have their roster's not big enough. Dardanelle has 33 dressed out for tonight's ball game. Now, it does look like they've moved Creed Vega to the quarterback spot. Robinson still the ball carrier from the fullback. He crosses the Pottsville 45 to the 44 to the 43-yard line. Look like the Apaches Sladen Graham on the stop. Pick up a 5, 2nd and 5 for Dardanelle.
Creed Vega's a little taller than Drew, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And I don't know that they're brothers, but I suspect. Creed in the shotgun. Has Robinson behind him. And Dardanelle taking all the time they can off the play clock, which is smart. And they finally do get it snapped. They hand the ball to Robinson. Hesitates, then takes it right, and the Apache defense there waiting on him. Boade making the stop for the Apaches. So, guys, Jason and Coach Lee, we have the McNeely Plumbing Player of the Game to decide, and I'm kind of leaning towards Boade.
Absolutely. I
Jason,
agree.
You with us? So unanimously, Boade will be the Pottsville Player of the Game, brought to you by McNeely Plumbing. We appreciate them bringing you the Player of the Game, Star of the Game, Boade, who has by far led the Apaches in tackles. I believe he has at least one forced turnover while we're at it. Creed Vega fakes the pass, draw play up the middle. He'll cross the 40 to the 38. I don't think Creed quite has the speed. Ball is at the 37-yard line. It was 3rd down and 7, and that play picked up 3. How's that a first down? Oh, well.
Good question.
I think maybe I was too close to lightning tonight, and it scrambled my brain. From the 37, 1st and 10 Sandlizards, they're basically just trying to run as much time as they can. They're going to give it to Robinson, the fullback. Breaks a tackle at the 45, breaks another tackle at the 43 before finally being driven down at the 43 by Colby Stevenson. Forward progress gives the ball carrier Robinson to the 33-yard line. So we have the Hogs playing tomorrow, season opener against Cincinnati. Against the Cats.
What's your take on the game?
Well, let's see, as Dardanelle has a 2nd down play here. Creed Vega takes the snap. He's going to take it himself on the read option. Cuts outside one would-be tackler, turns it up the field at the 30 to the 25 to the 20-yard line. I like the Hogs to win. I think it's going to be somewhat high scoring. I'm thinking something along the lines of, 31-24, something like that.
31-24.
Yep. What do you think, Coach?
Well, I believe whoever scores the most points is going to win, Steve.
That's probably a safe bet. Wonder what kind of line you can get on
that. Well, I don't know, but that'd be worth a shot.
Yep. They say it's good luck to be ahead after the 4th quarter.
Yes, indeed.
Justin, you got a thought on the Hog?
Oh, yeah. I'm going 35-21.
Justin thinks 35-21, Razorbacks.
300 on the ground.
Pick up 300 yards on the ground. KJ Jefferson will probably have 250 of that. Sandlizard running game gets inside the 10 to the 9 to the 8-yard line. Anderson, the ball carrier. And it will be a goal-to-go situation. As he was tackled at the 6-yard line. Second down and a yard. I'm sorry, not goal to go. Second and a yard. I'm telling you, man, it was the lightning. It cooked my brain. It's just not working. 2:40 and counting, and Dardanelle will let this run all the way down if they can. Hunter Anderson is now the fullback behind Creed Vega. 2:36 to play. Play clock at 2. They give it to Anderson. I think he's going to have the first down inside the 5. Keeps turning the legs into the end zone, and that is a Sandlizard touchdown. Anderson off the bench for the touchdown. You know, Creed Vega looked pretty good running that Sandlizard offense, didn't he?
Sure did.
I don't think he has the explosiveness of Drew, but he may actually be physically faster. I'm not sure. Now on to kick is going to be Bonilla. Snap is good. Bonilla's kick is good by a long shot. The young man's got a strong leg.
Wonder if he's any kin to Bobby Bonilla, who used to play for the Pittsburgh Pirates. You remember him?
Yep, I sure do. Played for the Pirates. I think he spent some time with the Reds. And believe it or not, he ended his career with the Cardinals.
Yep, sure did.
Bobby Bonilla, he still gets paid $1 million a year.
Yeah, he's still making money off of, was it the Mets? Yeah, that he signed a big contract with. And they'll probably be paying him. He's got 10 more years. So Bobby's pretty comfortable. It was, interestingly enough, this is Albert Pujols' last year with the Cardinals. It was a Bobby Bonilla injury in spring training that allowed the Cardinals to take a look at Albert Pujols.
Yeah.
And it was Mark McGuire that came up behind Tony La Russa and said, Tony, you're bringing him north with us, right? When they were in spring training.
Probably a good idea, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it worked out okay. You know, Albert's done all right.
He's not bad.
No, not bad. Have almost 700 home runs before it's all said and done.
And he can hit it a little bit.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. A lot of folks forget when he first came up as a third baseman, he could field. He had a gun for a throwing arm till he hurt his elbow. Sandlizards kick off as we are now in the sportsmanship timing rule. Taken by the Apaches at the 30, across the 34, and then driven backwards by the Sandlizard defense. I want to say that was Gittinger, the ball carrier. And I'm sorry, I did not see who the Sandlizard was that made the tackle. The clock has stopped with 2:25 left to play. The sportsmanship rules, do you stop it on the
on change of possession, you stop it.
Okay.
And then once you start it, it continues to go unless you have an injury or a timeout.
Coach Matt Lee, we appreciate you joining the broadcast tonight, filling in for Jim Huffman.
Glad to be here. I brought my boat with me and to get over here.
Jaden Harris and Austin Mullinax are into the game for the Pottsville Apaches. Logan Tatro will come to the sideline. Clock is running now. I guess the white hat signals it ready for play, right?
Yes.
Let's see. Jackson Williams into the ball game for the Apaches. And the play clock will expire before the snap. But Pottsville calls a timeout. Timeout on the field with 2 minutes remaining. Dardanelle 35, Pottsville nothing. We're back after this 30-second timeout.
Gen Z is a stall generation.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Two minutes remaining in the ball game, so we have the 2-minute warning here. So we're all picking the Apaches to win. I do think Cincinnati is going to give Cincinnati's going to give the Hogs a much better game than a lot of folks are thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be a runaway blowout. From the 26-yard line, 1st and 10, Pottsville with the handoff going to the left side, crossing the 33. Ball carrier for the Apaches was Austin Mullinax, just into the ball game.
Think there'll be a good crowd up there?
Yeah, I think there'll be a person or two, one or two folks. Hope my friend in Conway was able to find someone to fill the ticket. You suppose that they were able to locate somebody?
I imagine so.
Handoff straight ahead for the Apaches across the 33 to the 34-yard line. The Apaches have a different quarterback in the game. Unfortunately, he is wearing a number I do not have on my roster, if I'm reading it correctly. Oh, excuse me. No, that's Jaden Harris. My bad, Jaden Harris. In at the quarterback spot, taking a few snaps for the varsity with a minute left to go in the game. Wide out comes to the near side of the field. It's Gittinger. Toss to the near side. And again, the Dardanelle defense in the Apache backfield as the play went forward. Eli Atkins tackled for the loss. Well, they've already started the play clock, so the Apaches will snap the ball one more time. Want to take a second to say thank you to Tyson for their sponsorship of the Player of the Week across the Arkansas Sport Network family of broadcasts. Also will sponsor the Player of the Year. Pottsville on what will probably be the final snap. Toss sweep to the near side. Eli Atkins, the ball carrier, gets across the 30 to the 34, and that's going to be your final score. The Dardanelle Sandlizards win it by a final of 35-0. We'll come back and wrap it up after this 1-minute timeout. This is Pottsville Apache football.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
35-0, the Sandlizards win the ball game. They scored on their first possession and never looked back. Although early on, Pottsville played very, very spirited football. They did get the ball after Dardanelle jumped up 6-0. The Apaches did get the ball into the Point S Tire red zone, but unfortunately a penalty by the offense moved the ball back, and the Apaches were stopped at the 1-yard line, and it was all Sandlizards from there as Dardanelle improves to 2-0 with a 35-0 win. The Apaches fall to 0-2, but Coach Russ knew that was a possibility. He always plays a tough non-conference schedule, and next week it will be the opener of conference, taking on Benton Harmony Grove.
Benton Harmony Grove.
Coach Lee, again, your thoughts on the ball game?
Well, like you said, I mean, we started off with some intensity. You can say the 2 delays could have had an effect, but it definitely didn't have an effect on Dardanelle. So, I mean, you can't use that as an excuse. But, we just got to come out and play better next week. Your conference season starts. We need to come out of next week 1-0. That's how you got to approach it.
We appreciate the fine work tonight of Justin Smith, who produced the broadcast. Madeline Boyd was the camera girl for tonight's broadcast. My name is Stephen Glenn. Again, your final score, it was all Sandlizards. They win it 35-0 over the Apaches. Thanks for your time. This time, till next time, so long, everybody.